Hey guys, Seraph here. Early this morning, about 6 hours ago from the time I started writing this script, BHS released some news on the new gear coming out in TERA KR and the new gear revamp. I know you guys have a lot of questions about the new gear and what's going to happen to the current gear, so I'll try to answer some of the common questions and hope this video can clear some things up. Just note that some details of the information here is subject to change before they're released, like how much gold you need to spend, or how many mats you need to enchant once, the upgrade rate, and so on. So don't take every grain of information here as fact, but try to understand the gist of the direction this update will take. First up, the new gear is called Mahtnan gear, and not Manahan gear as most people Google translated. The name comes from the story and is the name of the place that Edwin or Kylos was trying to summon from or go to, and the otherworldly place Exeter was at before being isekai'd into our world of Arborea. As it is with Kaya Soul Gear, there is physical and magical variants appropriate to your class type, and appropriate variants only, so you won't find a physical variant for a priest or mystic, even if you wanted to. Mahtnan gear is also divided into 3 rarities: rare, superior, and mythic, and BHS created a nice bar graph to show how effective the new gear sets are against the current Kaya Soul Gear. As you can see, the new Mythic +0 Mahtnan gear is as good as +9 Kaya Soul Gear, but don't forget the random options, infusions, enchantment effects, etchings, and so on. The 4 gear parts are bind and equip and are tradable on the broker. The biggest change from Kaya Soul Gear is that Mahtnan gear can be looted from instances or be crafted with the right materials. Rare gear draws from low to high difficulty instances, superior gear from instances more difficult than that, and so on. In order to craft gear, you need to get Mahtnan's powder, which you can get from dismantling Mahtnan's gear you obtain from running instances. These powders are divided by rarity, and right now the rarity of the powder basically determines the rarity of the gear crafted. Now, they also note that the result of critical success on crafting will change in the future, so just forget about the details. Just remember that gear is dropped from instances, and you can create the gear as well by running instances. As it's been for the last few patches, crafting designs for Mahtnan gear are available from crafting NPCs in the crafting area of a city. There was a time during Vision Maker days when crafting designs were dungeon drops only, and they've sort of taken that in to make the mythical Mahtnan gear crafting design to be either a dungeon drop, event reward, or perhaps purchase from the local cash shop. The materials from dismantling are not only used for crafting said gear, but also enchanting as well. From +1 and +3, you will need the powders to enchant. From +4 to +6, you will need key enchanting materials from low to high difficulty instances in addition to the powders. One material notes Dam Citadel and the other one says Valak's Hope, but again, those are placeholders and the dungeon roster may be different. From +7 to +9, you will need key materials from high to highest difficulty instances, and so on. Mahtnan gear has 3 types of options: basic options, support options, and random options, and most of us should be familiar with basic options and random options. The newly added one is the support option, which is further divided into unique option and support random option. Apart from enchanting, this is where the meat of the grind is. Support options, specifically the unique option and support random options, cannot be changed. Allow me to repeat myself one more time. Support options cannot be changed. To add on, unique options are divided into tier 1 to tier 4, and the list of unique options that are also subject to change will be added to either the description or as a comment in the comment section below soon, so please check back on this video or visit my TERA blog website to stay updated. The support random options will have relatively high values than regular random options. Subject to interpretation, this might mean that it will have higher values than the values on random options, or lower values for support random options will be omitted. Bad news aside and good news in, thanks to everyone's suggestions and complaints, Damage on enchant, downgrade on enchant, and infusion options have been removed. Even more intriguing is that BHS added a succession system where once you reach a certain enchantment level on a piece of gear, you can migrate the enchantment level, random options, and etchings to another gear of the same pod. This requires a succession stone purchase from the ticket shop, or in Gameforge's case, I assume the local cash shop. In addition to being able to reroll random options, BHS added a function to roll back to the previous random option. This function is only available immediately after rerolling, and once you close the UI, you cannot change the option back to what it was before. On a side note, weapon swap will no longer be viable, as BHS will change select skills to prevent equipment swap if used. That's it for now, if not all of the information written in the announcement. Hopefully it's been resourceful enough to help you figure out how to prep for the next season of TERA. The information will be posted on my website soon as well. I try not to answer any Discord messages to keep myself from being a broken stereo, so if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comment section below. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one.